The Kraken lawyer, Sidney Powell, is begging a judge to grant her a solid by delaying the defamation suit against her by Smartmatic while she deals with some other issues, some more pressing issues. For example, the criminal indictment that she's facing in the state of Georgia. Now, Powell is currently being sued by Smartmatic while being involved in the racketeering charges in Georgia. In her filing, Powell argued that she would face a significant dilemma if she had to defend against both a civil defamation suit and a criminal racketeering charge at the same time. Well, look, Sydney, it might seem a little harsh, right? But sounds like a you problem. I don't really see why the court should really grant you that request. It's kind of like this whole, this is part of that whole finding out, which is always preceded by F around. You didn't have a problem effing around, so you shouldn't have a problem finding out. Now, remember, she had went to promote baseless conspiracy theories around the 2020 election, both in lawsuits to stop the Electoral Count and in Fox News appearances. In fact, this is where we got this gem from.
In Venezuela.
Her source, by the way, for that entire conspiracy theory was a lady who claimed that she speaks to the wind.
Wind.
Wind. And that, she had been internally decapitated and yet is somehow still alive. Not sure how that works out. And that she, would get flashes of insight through her mind powers. And then one of those flashes of mind power insight involved her going allegedly back in time to see Hugo Chavez program the Smartmatic software to help steal the 2020 election for Joe Biden in the future. Yes, it is that ridiculous. And yet Sidney Powell saw that email from this source and said, nailed it. Smartest thing I've ever read. I must now spread it to everyone I know. Look, this thing was so insane, so batshit crazy that Tucker Carlson, behind the scenes, was like, nah, this lady's nuts. She's an effing liar. No way. And under oath, Sean Hannity, Rupert Murdoch, well, Tucker Carlson, many others at Fox News, admitted that they didn't believe in Sidney Powell's crackpot theories. But you know who did? Donald Trump. Of course he did. But look, here's the thing. They all put it out because they believed that their viewers were absolute suckers. And turns out they were right. They were correct. It was all business for them. They didn't want to lose their, viewers to Newsmax, who had no problem peddling this outrageous nonsense because it makes them money. It does. They wouldn't put it out if there wasn't an audience for it. And there is an audience for it. And it's huge. Now, it's all about capturing viewers for them. It's all about money. It's all about advertisers. It's all about business, right? But for their viewers, it's very, very different. Their viewers, the ones that are, consuming this garbage, they're ready to go to war for, the most unhinged, untrue things. Just lies. And this is why the state of right-wing media is so devastatingly bad. And I'm not saying that corporate media is great, but Jesus Christ, when you do a comparison here, whoa, nowhere near. And while, again, corporate media's got its issues, it's got its problems, it's nowhere near what's going on with right-wing media, which is just off into crazy land. You can just go on the air and shamelessly lie, and that's actually supported by the First Amendment, by the way. But there are some stipulations. Not if it leads to defamation, and not if it, it leads to insurrection. Not if you're inciting people into violence. So Fox News, and a lot of the people on Trump's side, they crossed those lines, sometimes multiple times. Powell knowingly defamed Smartmatic. Fox News knowingly defamed Dominion and paid $787.5 million in restitution for that. They helped people air a conspiracy that Sidney Powell was a part of She participated in a conspiracy involving fake electors to try to overturn the results of the 2020 election. And now she is, of course, going to face consequences for those actions. Hey, it's called personal responsibility, Sydney. You might want to learn it. Okay?